Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to create a box plot, and we're going to use a box plot to compare the data for the two different sports. So first of all, if I want to create a box plot for the heights of players, what I can do is highlight not just the height data but also the names of the sports, and that will enable Excel to group the data and enable us to compare them. So if I highlight those two columns and go to Insert, I'm going to go to this middle one again, which says Statistics Chart, and down the bottom there it's got a box and whisker plot. So if we click on that, you'll see it now has graphed two box plots, one for AFL and one for basketball. I'm going to click on plus there and add in some axes titles. So here I can write the sport, and here I'm going to write the height in centimetres. It's important to give units. And what this enables us to do is compare not just the median values of the height, and you can see that the basketball players are taller on average in my made up data, but also how spread out the data is. So in this example, the AFL data would be closer together, whereas the basketball data would be more spread out. And it also tells us the maximum and the minimum values for each of those. I could change the title to something like Comparison of Heights in AFL and Basketball. If I wanted to do the weights, there is a little trick there that we have to use. I'll just delete that to get it out of the way. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to highlight the data in the first column, so drag that down until I've highlighted it all. Go back up to the top, and now I'm going to hold down the Control button on my keyboard, and I can then highlight, if I keep going down, it's a little bit tricky to do this. It's easier if you've got a mouse. Highlight that one, and then holding down Control, I can select that data as well. So I've selected those two columns, and if I go to Insert and then the same one again, this time it will give me a comparison of the weight for the players in each of those sports. So again, if I put in the axes title, I can change that one to sport, and this one to weight. One thing that's tricky here is it's actually gone all the way down to 0, but we can change that to make it a bit easier to see the distribution. If I right-click on the numbers on the y-axis and go to Format Axes, I can change the minimum to say 75, hit Enter. And I might want to change the maximum to say 110, and that just means that we can see the distribution of data a bit easier there. So now we can see where the median weights are, but we can also see the distribution of the weights as well. Okay, thank you for watching.